Welcome to Radical Cram School. We're going to learn about social justice, revolution, and how to be powerful in the bodies that you have.
Now I know what you're thinking. You're about to go and kill yourself for just seeing any of this. But it's not as bad as you think, I promise. As in, this is just a web series created by an SJW. But I think it's very interesting because this is probably what a school would look like if it was run by unfettered social justice.
Hello, my young comrades.
Hi!
Hello, my young comrades. I love the Venn diagram in the back. American, female, and Asian. And that makes an American female Asian.
I'm going to show a picture. This is my way of figuring out if you've been tainted by the patriarchy.
Oh yeah, do tell us if we've been tainted by the patriarchy. That's definitely something I'm interested in knowing.
Patriarchy? What? Who's that?
Who do you think it is?
This looks creepy.
It looks creepy. Why?
There's just like this thing about white people that just makes me be like, I'm like, if they're like right there in a pool, and I'm just like walking into the pool, and they just give me the death stare, and then I'm just like.
Oh, there's just something about white people. They're just like, I mean, kids are that racist normally, aren't they? That's not going to have been put into their heads at any point by any adults around them who are teaching them revolution, social justice, or anything of the sort, is it?
I was in the pool, you would moonwalk out. Does he look like a good guy or a bad guy?
Bad guy.
Who do we think this is? Make a guess.
Oh,
Dumbledore. Who is he married to? Who's your guess?
Katy Perry.
I'm reasonably sure that's Woody Allen. I don't know much about Woody Allen, but I'm going to guess by the fact that he's being featured here, he is a fellow white person, and he has also been Me Too'd recently.
It's Donald Duck.
What do we know about him? What do we know about him?
Yeah, kids, what do we know about Donald Trump? This is going to be glowing, isn't it? It's just the president of the country that you live in. Let's hear your opinion on Donald Trump.
He's bad. Unfortunately, the president.
Obviously, the only thing these kids know about Donald Trump is that Orange Man bad. Why would it be anything else? I mean, you weren't expecting anything else, were you?
I want to fire him. I want to build a wall.
And what's wrong with a wall, I suppose, is the next question that's coming.
How do we feel about this wall?
It is blocking opportunity for people that don't live in America to come here for a better opportunity.
Now, that child didn't think of that herself, obviously. Someone has put that in her head. The wall is blocking opportunity for people who don't have opportunities to come there and have opportunities. Because that's the way that America works. If you don't live in America, you are entitled to live in America. And the idea of putting a wall around the United States is racist. It's blocking opportunities for non-white people. How very dare you? You are entitled to live in this country that you were not born in and would otherwise have no entitlement to go to. But the thing is, why would any of you want to live in a white supremacist society? I mean, America was a society founded by slave owners. People who owned slaves along racial lines, or at least that's what you guys will end up believing. Why would you want to live there? Why would you want a constitution written by white men? And if you do want this kind of constitution, why don't you just copy it? Why don't you just copy it in your home countries? Again, not to this girl, she obviously doesn't know what she's talking about, but to the adults who put this nonsense in her head. If you guys wanted this stuff in your countries, why wouldn't you just create it? And if you don't want it in your countries, why do you come to a country that has it? And then when it is that you get to this country, why are you angry that it exists? And why do you say that you want to get rid of it?
And we all came at some point from some other place.
My dad came here and my mom came here too.
They came here from where?
Cambodia.
Oh, wow. What do you think that they came from all the way to Cambodia and this is what they get to look at on the TV screen all the time?
I mean, you don't know that they didn't vote for the man, but why would they not have to look at the president? Why would that be something you would be surprised at? I mean, I wouldn't move to Russia and then be surprised that I had to look at Vladimir Putin all day. I mean, like, what crazy-ass way to view the world is this? We are not only entitled to your country, we kind of hate the people who run it. We hate the white majority. I look at them and it's like, oh God, white people. Why the fuck do you want to move there? It's because they built a wealthy country and you're looking at it thinking, well, we want that. And the only reason you have that is because you're racist. It's not because of any of the, I don't know, innate characteristics of the country. Say, for example, the rule of law, free markets, and strong central government that can enforce contracts. It's nothing to do with that or anything. I mean, you know, tell me more about Cambodia, I guess.
It is Hello Kitty. What is she missing?
Where's her mouth?
No,
Her mouth. Why doesn't she have a mouth?
The people who created her didn't want Asian girls
To speak up about who they are.
yeah, to speak up about who they were.
I thought Hello Kitty was Japanese. I'm sure that's not what they were thinking. I'm actually completely positive this is going to have been some kind of artistic affectation, in the same way she doesn't have eyelashes. Like, it just looks like a cute character. It's not about oppressing Asian girls, or at least that would be my interpretation, but I'm an agent of the patriarchy, so what would I know? Hello Kitty doesn't have a mouth to keep Asian girls quiet. Again, I don't know who put that in that poor child's head, but I really hope that one day that child grows up and realizes that she's being manipulated for the ideological purposes of a bunch of radical, communist, intersectional social justice types, which is what is happening here.
Very profound. Very profound.
Don't sit there saying very profound when it's something you clearly wrote.
So if Hello Kitty had a mouth, what would she say? If she had a mouth,
If she had a mouth, what would she say? Something empowering. No, meow. Because they're kids. What would a cat say? Meow, obviously. You can give them all these pre-scripted lines about Asian girls being suppressed and not having a voice all you want, but when a cartoon cat is given a cartoon mouth, the first thing it does is go meow. Lesson 1 on having kids.
she's been keeping bolted up in her all these years. Let me hear it.
Those kids look like they've been keeping their feelings bolted up in themselves for years. They're just not allowed to speak or express themselves, thanks to the white supremacist, capitalist, imperialist patriarchy. Fuck's sake, patriarchy! Why wouldn't you just give them a voice?
Alyssa, what are you gonna say?
I love you.
Oh.
Like I said, this is not actually a school or school material, but one day maybe it will be. Who fucking knows? And this is certainly what they would do if they were given control of schools. Absolute cancer. I am so sorry for inflicting it on you, but trust me, the war against social justice is not over. And I'll tell you what, I cannot wait to see episode 2 of this.